Hello everybody and welcome. I am Dale and this is the Knit1.tea2 podcast. I am recording from Rhode Island and this is episode number 7. I have my notes with me. I think I have everything I needed to show here with me. I have water, I have coffee, iced coffee. It's very hot. It's very hot here. I think my car said it was 85 degrees not that long ago. It's the afternoon now. Well, it's 12:52. So it's pretty hot. It is summer break, so I may get interrupted by my daughter. We'll see. And let's get started. So I do have some finished objects to show since last time. The first one being these socks, which I do believe I showed the progress last time. Did I think I had started these. I should have looked that up first, but it's okay. These are shorty socks that I made, and I totally thought I was gonna have enough yarn to make the whole sock, and I didn't. So I did a pop of color cuff at the top of black. Decided not to do any of the toe in black because I had to switch colors midway through. I do have both of them done. The top, the black was Knit Felici and black, and I need to get some more because I don't actually have a lot, and I really like using or having black available for contrasts. I did, I don't remember, 20, 25 maybe rounds of the leg. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, I think I did 20. And then I made it to 35 rounds of the foot on each one. I knit them both at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but I had 2 sets of needles and knit them and got to 35 rows of the foot. And so I switched to this stripey. I have no idea what it is. The purple is Knit Stroll Tonal. The stripes, I have no idea. I made socks out of this yarn years and years ago, and I had no idea. That was before I had a Ravelry page. That was before I even thought to like write down or know the colorway of a yarn. That was when I first started knitting socks. This might have been actually my second pair of socks that I ever knit. Nope, third. This was the third pair of socks that I ever knit. So I finished these. They came out pretty cool, pretty good. So that's one finished object. Another, well, so these aren't technically done. I do have one that is completely done, but I made little snowman ornaments. I'm hoping to do a local bazaar this fall. So I'm making up some of the smaller knit things, and I just love these little guys. So I just need to put scarves on them. I just need to figure out what colors to do. I love them. They just make me happy. I don't even actually know if I have one of these on my Christmas tree, so come Christmas time I need to make sure that I do. That pattern, I adapted that pattern. So that pattern is from Susan B. Anderson's Kids Knitting Workshop book, which I use a lot, and I know I've mentioned a lot before in Vlogmas and my other podcasts, I think. And I just adapted it to the little snowman. I think I've shown them before too, but if you're new here, that's that. The next thing is dishcloths. I made 2, which this one has a cool like tonal, like it's lighter over here and darker here. All the same yarn. See, that has the darkness in the middle. I like that. I just noticed that as I held it up for the camera. So I used Premier Home cotton yarn. I have no idea where I got this. It's been in my stash for a long time. The color is Denim Splash. That's the tag. Can't even make a guess. I'm trying to use up some of the yarns that I have. I have a lot, and I'm trying not to buy any more. That's always the hard part. as I have an acquisition to show you later. But yes, I made 2 dishcloths. This pattern is, oh, where'd it go? It is the favorite dishcloth, Grandma's favorite dishcloth. Darn, where did it go? I really need to organize. I'm gonna put the pattern, I will look it up after, and I will write the pattern name down at the bottom. And it is on Ravelry too, and I have my Ravelry page linked below. Don't always update it the best, but I do have one like project page just for all the dishcloths. I use them as hot mats, and I have one project page for all of the ones that I will make this year. I just find it easier that way. It's just easier for me to put them all in one spot. The same thing with the coasters, which is from that same pattern. And this one, I almost had enough yarn to finish, almost. But I don't mind a little change in color, a little pop of color at the end there. So that one, and that used up that whole skein of cotton yarn with that coaster. And then this one, and this yarn I got at the dollar store. No idea what the colorway is. That's another coaster. Like I said, it's that same pattern, which I really thought I had here. I need to organize my space that's next to me because I wind up just throwing a bunch of stuff in there. And then forgetting about it. And losing my stuff. Let me check off. I talked about my snowmen, the dishcloths, and the coasters, and my purple shorty socks. Okay, so the next finished object is actually the last one. This is gonna be short today, which is totally fine. Sometimes it's nice to watch a little short episode. I have a lavender baby hat, and this pattern is Yarnspirations baby jacket set. I'll put the name down below as well. And I had made another one of these that I shared last episode. It was blue. And this one, I did the same. I knit it in the round. I don't like to seam my hats. I don't like to seam anything, if I'm being honest. So I just adapted it to being in the round. The stitch count was a little different, but I think I either went up 1 stitch or down 1 stitch, whatever, to make the pattern, the knit one, purl one, even. And so I just adapted accordingly. Does the lighting keep going in and out, or is that just me? I'm not sure. So that's that, and I'm making this as part of a set because what my goal is to do is to enter a pair of socks and then this hat and sweater set into a local fair that we have, and yeah, put some of my knitting into the fair. So I'm hoping to get this done by, I think the entries are due August 1st. Oh, and I totally can, because that was the last finished object, so now I'm moving on to whips, and this is the one I'll show you first. This is the baby sweater, and it's both newborn sizes. So I will have made all 3 sizes from this pattern, which is nice to kind of get a feel for what the different sizes are. And I really do love this sweater pattern. And this is the back. So I finished the whole body, and I haven't even picked up the stitches for the sleeve yet. See, once again, it wants you to seam the sleeve, and I don't. So I do pick up some stitches when I put the needles, the stitches back on the needles, and then I do pick up a few stitches here and then just decrease within the first 4 rows. Like I pick up, I think 4 stitches, so there's not a hole there. And then I decrease by 2 on the first round, and then I knit or purl, because it's in the round, you have to knit a row, purl a row, instead of just knitting every row. So then I purl a row, and then I decrease by 2 stitches, and I'm back at the original stitch count. I just like it better. I don't want a huge hole. I like to knit in the round, even though I'm knitting 1 row, purling a row. I prefer that over seaming the sleeves. So that's that. I'm really liking to make baby sweaters, so we'll see if I knit another one after this. I do have a yellow. Oh, that is the Bernat Baby Sport Weight yarn, and it's lavender is that colorway. I have a yellow that I haven't made anything with yet, so I might do a hat and sweater set of yellow too. I also thought to do, I have to do the cuff. This calls for a button band, so it's just like a row of, or 7 rows of garter stitch on each of the edges. I don't put buttons on the sweaters because I don't want to put buttons on newborn sweaters. That's just my thing. And I did think about trying to make like the collar one color, and then the button bands on either side like a color. So do like, say, yellow on the collar, and then the button bands, and maybe on the cuff of the sweater, of the sleeve. Gosh, my words today. I just don't know if that'd look weird, so I think I might try that next. I wanted to see if I can get this done to enter into the fair, but we'll see. This is the finished one that I had showed last time, and see this, to do like maybe this in yellow, and then I think it's 7 rows up here as well, and then there is no cuff, but maybe make a cuff? I'm not sure, so I might try that. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It worked out because I realized I didn't have one of my whips with me. I only have 2 whips right now. That's not a lot for me. Granted, like when I make the little snowman, I can make a snowman in like a couple hours. I can make a dishcloth in a couple hours. Generally, I like, if I start it in the morning, I can finish it by the end of the day. So, depending on what I have going on for the day, obviously, but yeah, I really don't have a lot of whips, which is not really a bad thing. It really isn't. Although now I'm like, how many things can I cast on later today? So my other whip is what Liliana, my daughter, has named Sky Lime Socks. And this is the first sock. I think I'm done with the foot. I have to, 50. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to do the toe. I just wanted to try them on. This is the socks that I want to enter into the fair, because they were bright and summery, and I don't know, I really like them. So what I did for this, I used the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern. I did a knit one, purl one cuff, which I never ever do. And now I'm like obsessed with it, and I think I want to knit like all my socks with a knit one, purl one cuff. We'll see. I go through phases with things. Yep, I did, I don't know, 10, 20, 6, no, 55 rounds for the leg. Why? Why 55 and not 60? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to really pay attention when I cast on the second sock. And I think I did 1, 6, 7, 15 rounds of the cuff. So I don't know if I have these in a Ravelry project page yet or not. I think I have one set up, but I don't know if I have any pictures. So this is, I started these, oh yeah, I was gonna say my purple shorty socks I had started on June 23rd, and I finished on July 6th. And the only reason I finished then, I could have finished them sooner, but I was not sure what I was gonna do with the rest of the foot, and I had just decided that yesterday. So I actually finished those this morning. Oh yeah, today is the 6th. I finished those this morning because finally yesterday I had decided what I was gonna do. So these Sky Lime socks, first off, it's Knit Picks yarn, Stroll, I think it's Knit Picks Stroll. I think Liliana stole the tag on me. The colorway is Beanstalk, I know that. I can't remember the exact yarn, and I need to start writing that down as part of my show notes. My episode notes that I have in my notebook here, and I just forgot. But I did start these on June 25th. I started them at a fair that we were at where Leanna entered some of her art, and that's when I thought, like, I should knit these socks and enter them into the fair, because you can do any like sort of handmade things, art, anything. So I'm definitely gonna do that. What is the type of yarn? I don't actually, Static, is it Knit Pick Static? I think it might be, and they don't actually, I think they don't make this yarn anymore. I believe I got this and a bunch of others on sale because it was they were like going out of style, out of stock. So yeah, it's just bright and cheery, and I liked it. So there is that, and that is all of my whips. And now, no, it's not, but I showed my shawl last time, the graduate beginner shawl that I did for a test knit, and I'm redoing it to make it bigger, but I haven't worked on it. It's still a whip. It hasn't changed. If you're curious, go back to the last episode, episode 6, and check out my shawl there. I will show it when I'm done, once I finish it. So that is the third whip, and I'm actually gonna write it down so that I can remember to mention it in my next episode when hopefully it's done. I hope I'm not shaking the whole camera. Beginner shawl, okay, because that way I can go back and look at my notes better than like going back to rewatch my episodes. Okay, so now acquisitions. I did get a Yarnable subscription box. Yarnable, if you're not familiar with it, is a subscription box where you get, I think you can pick fingering weight or DK weight. I think you can pick 1 or 2 skeins, to be honest with you. I get 1 skein of fingering weight yarn. If you do get Yarnable and you have not opened your July box, please turn this off. Stop here, skip forward. I don't have too much to say after. I'm going to talk about some plans for other videos, but please do not watch if you have not opened your July Yarnable box. Okay, ready? Last chance to turn it off. I don't ever want to spoil anything for anybody, and usually I don't have anything to show, but I was excited that I actually have something to show this time. So, ready? Okay. So this is the July Yarnable colorway. So when I first saw this, when you first look at this, what do you think of? The colors here are pretty accurate. I don't actually have another light on in front of me. I wonder if that would have made a difference, but it's pretty light out today. So yeah, these colors are pretty accurate. There's like some green speckles in there. There's like the lime color. There's pink, pinkish red. What do you think of? Because I'm going to tell you what the colorway is, and then I'm going to tell you what I thought of. So the colorway is Sweet Liberty. This is the plush sock, 85% superwash merino wool, 15% nylon, 437 yards, 100 grams. So they went with like a watermelon. So they were thinking watermelon. When I first saw this, I did not see a watermelon. I saw a candy cane. So I was debating if I wanted to knit this as Christmas in July, or if I wanted to wait till December and use this as one of my December knitting projects. Because here's the thing, I'm either going to get a lot of knitting done in December or no knitting done in December. Because, I don't know if I said in my last episode, but I am pregnant. So my due date is December 23rd. So I will either, I went really early with my daughter, so I might go at the beginning of December and not get any knitting done. Or, yeah, go later in the month and get knitting done. We'll see. So, or maybe just snuggle a baby and knit. I mean, I could like sit here with the, you know, snuggling the baby and still knit. It's a possibility too. But I think I might wait though and use it as December, because I was originally going to get Christmas yarn, but now I don't want to have too much extra. I have to clean out the room that I had all of my yarn and stuff in. So I need to start using it. I don't want to have too much. I want to use up a little bit of what I have and then go from there, I think. Plus, you know, I suppose I'll have to buy things for the baby and not a lot of Christmas yarn. So that's that. The yarn. I think I really am, now that I'm talking about it again, I think I'm going to save it for Christmas time. So the things, the extras that came with it, I can't find one. See, I was like prepared. I had all my stuff laid out on my couch here, except for one of the extras that came with the Yarnable. Hold on. There we go, found it. Okay. So the first thing is these clear and healthy skin starts with a clear screen. So these are screen cleaning wipes for like your phone or your computer, tablet, Kindle, whatever. This cute little Notions pouch that has stars on it for 4th of July. And I'm obsessed with these. This is my favorite extra. It came with a stitch marker and come on, they're stars. They're so cute. I had honeycomb ones. I have honeycomb ones, but I can only currently find 2. And these are the best for when you are doing sweaters and needing to place a bunch of markers. So I'm so excited to knit another baby sweater where I can use these and not have to use my other dangly ones, because sometimes, especially with a baby sweater that's small, it gets to be a little much. So this is one of my favorite. And then it came with this pouch that I already have. It's like a, I don't even know, it's like almost like a waterproof thing. I put my little scissors in here and some stitch markers. I'm actually, so that was what came in the Yarnable box. So now for my next couple videos, I'm actually going to be taking a trip to Texas for a wedding. And so I wanted to do a video separate than this on what I'm packing for, 1, food, being gluten-free, dairy-free, and pregnant, and 2, what I'm packing for knitting stuff. So that's going to be in a totally separate video. If you're interested in the knitting, I probably will put the food first because I'm going to wait and see where I'm at with different projects before I record the knitting portion of it. So you can always skip ahead if you're not interested in my snacks and my food and stuff when that goes up. But those are going to be my next few videos, and I might do like a traveling video too, depending on how I'm feeling and, you know, the travel situation. So that's my upcoming videos. I don't know when I'll record an episode again. I never know. I kind of wait till I have content to share. I don't want to just be showing the same things that haven't moved very far. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The other thing I wanted to mention was a book that I'm reading. I'm listening to it on Audible. It's called Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and it is actually really good. I was a little distracted when I started reading it, so I need to I'm going to re-listen to it again when I'm done, which may sound weird, but yeah. But I'm going to, and I might actually re-listen to it on the plane, so it's something that I've already listened to, so I know what's going on, but that can kind of distract me if there's people. There's going to be people on the plane. But anyways, yeah, that's my story. So that's the book I'm reading. That's my plan for the upcoming videos. I will record another podcast episode at some point when I have some content to show. So I'm not going to say a specific time frame because I don't want to disappoint. If you are still here with me, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you watching, being here, supporting my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.